Hello and welcome to another episode of A Closer Look. Thank you for joining us. The recent visit of New Zealand's Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Foreign Affairs, Winston Peters, has seen its government commit 18.9 million New Zealand dollars to the PNG Centre for Eye Health with Fred Hollows Foundation.
The announcement of the 18.9 million New Zealand dollars coincided with a closed-door bilateral meet between the foreign ministers of New Zealand and Papua New Guinea with their respective delegations. The discussion centered on defense, trade, recognized seasonal employer program, direct flights between New Zealand and PNG, assistance in education and providing power systems. New Zealand also has a wide range of broader support to PNG's health sector,
including the accelerated immunization programs, which ensures access to crucial vaccines for our children, New Zealand's assistance during the COVID-19 pandemic, supported PH's effort provincially, New Zealand's commitment to short-term training programs significantly, which my son is also a beneficiary in Auckland right now, and contributes to the upskilling individuals, including eye care in PNG.
The Fred Hollows Foundation has been an unwavering partner at various eye cares in Papua New Guinea since 2007.
Fred Hollows Foundation contributions from establishing eye nurse training with Diwan Road University to managing the eye clinic have been invaluable, with 13 eye doctors trained, 108 eye nurses and clinicians, over 1,800 sight-saving surgeries, and nearly 20,000 consultations and approximately 2,700 dispensed spectacles. And your impact is undeniable. Well done and thank you.
The Centre for Eye Health will be the national and international interim centre for education for undergraduates and postgraduates training for PNG and also the Western Pacific countries in the region.
It will also be the most prestigious research centre for ophthalmology for PNG and the Research Collaboration Centre with other national and international eye care centres.
The construction of the Centre for Health Eye Care will commence in August this year and will take 18 months to complete the project. Following this, Mr. Peters pledged another 9 million New Zealand dollars to the peace-building activities in the Highlands region of Papua New Guinea.
If we don't all work together, we won't be knowing what's going on, we won't be able to do much about it. So it's imperative that we understand the need for unity. Together, we can make our region safer. Pacific countries also know that they can turn to New Zealand in times of need.
Building on that, Mr. Peters announced that New Zealand will contribute 70 million New Zealand dollars in the development of a solar system in Bougainville. This will go alongside Australia's contribution to the power system. Both countries have agreed to have consultations at the ministerial levels annually.
New Zealand is a partner of choice. They have been with us since 1975, since our independence. And we look forward now in strengthening and moving forward with New Zealand for the benefit of both our peoples and our governments and our countries.
Do about it, but we can't go because we haven't got the authority. We aren't a government yet. So, please.
After this break, we will take a look at the development project launched in Kupiano in the Central Province recently. Stay with us. Welcome back to a closer look. An ongoing issue that can impair development at local level is accommodation issues for public servants, as people choose to work in urban centers where there's some level of convenience for housing. To address this, the National Fisheries Authority, in partnership with the Central Provincial Government, has built a total of 10 houses for public servants in Kupiano, Abao District. Kupiano Station, located in Abao District, Central Province, is about 131 kilometers out of Port Moresby, a 5-hour drive at best on the Magi Highway. The station is a strategic location that connects Milimbay Province and the Central Province. It serves as the entry and exit point for the movement of fisheries and other commodities. The National Fisheries Authority dubbed it the strategic hub point in its flagship Coastal Fisheries Hub Development Program, an approach that also contributes to the government's flagship program, Connect PNG. Statistically, Abao District along with the bordering areas of Milimbay have abundant resources for both fisheries and agriculture that are untapped. Locals in the meantime can only harvest their resources for household consumption and little sold at the market to buy basic store goods and not at the commercial level. In efforts to develop from this, the need for proper accommodation for public servants was identified, leading to a development project by the National Fisheries Authority and the Central Provincial Government.
We have been doing infrastructure development projects across the country, and one of those very important service delivery mechanism that we have with our people is through provincial MOAs that we have with the provinces. And over many years, we've come to realize that MOA has been one of the most effective service delivery mechanism that we have been able to deliver basic goods and services to our people. The Central Province is not the first province for us to have these MOAs with. We have MOAs with all the provinces, even the Highlands provinces. And through that MOAs, they've identified their impact projects, and we work together with them. And one of the things that I like to make it very clear as well is that all these projects are co-funded. It's not a one-way traffic where NFA comes and fund 100%. But Provincial Executive Council also makes a commitment in terms of their contribution to the project, so that once the projects are completed, they take ownership of those projects because they also funded them.
NFA, through its Provincial Memorandum of Understanding with provinces, works with districts and facilitates support, which includes procurement of office equipment and vehicles, refurbishment of office spaces, and redevelopment to NFA properties in the provinces, such as housing for provincial fisheries officers.
Specifically on the project here, one of the thing that we do is that apart from raising revenue for the government, we also put aside some funds so that we can help other sectors as well, in terms of infrastructure, in terms of implementing some for commitments through the MOUs. So if you see the houses that the NFA has built, it is in response to a request by the provincial administration or provincial government through the MOAs. We didn't come and build it on our own and say that we want to prioritize Central Province or we want to prioritize Abao District or Kupiano. No. It is in response to the Memorandum of Understanding that we have with provinces. Okay. So these houses are part of that understanding and that collaboration that we have with the Central Provincial Government. And they said that we have rundown houses. And our staff have been living in very bad condition for many, many years. Instead of looking at other projects, let's improve the living standard, accommodation situation of our district public servants first before we can look into those things. So when they submitted the request to us, for us, we thought that it was a very good approach to service delivery, because we need to take care of our people first.
The building of the public servants' houses at Kupiano Station is a testament of the collaboration between NFA and provinces. A total of 10 houses complete with furniture were produced under this development for workers in the Fisheries and Department of Agriculture and Livestock. 2 houses each were for health workers and teachers.
But really, we should really thank NFA to really take the lead in providing this kind of services, especially for our staff, public servants. You'll also note that these houses are actually better than the houses that we are living in Port Moresby. Also, in our provincial plan, we also, which is a government policy, we also are required to build 10 houses per district per year. And that's been offloaded by NFA on behalf of the province.
The accommodation project is at a value of 6.3 million kina, of which the managing director advised engaged local contractors that had a vision for modern housing. In fact, the house was contextualized to addressing climate issues. The houses are solar powered.
It's more an equal partnership in terms of our partnership with the provinces. So Central is not the first province, and Central is not the first province to have gotten houses like this. We've also rolled out houses across the other provinces as well.
The initiative now promises more possibilities of further development for Kupiano.
But we are very happy for this infrastructure being built in our district. This land that you are standing on were given to our economic sector. And they are buildings before which were pretty run down. And when this concept came on, it has really revived the economic sector. And I think there's going to be motivation, a lot of motivation on the part of the officers to deliver in their capacities as economic sector officers, DAL, fisheries, and so forth.
In a remarkable ceremony, the houses were handed over to the provincial administration on the 15th of this month. Underway are discussions for assistance to Kupiano's TVET school and the redevelopment of the main market. Abao District and the National Fisheries Authority are currently under negotiations to find a suitable area for coastal fisheries hub development. The hub will comprise of a landing area, processing, packaging, supply chain, and even training. This concept is projected to drive local participation, promote small to medium enterprise, and address food security in not only Abao, but as well Milne Bay and Central Province in general. We will now take a quick break, and when we return, we will take a closer look at the upcoming inaugural Central Music Festival. You're watching a closer look. It is just under a week till the inaugural Central Music Festival begins, from the 24th till the 26th of May in Kwikila Station of Rigo District, Central Province. The event has been organized by the Central Music Association, the organizing body of the festival. In this segment of A Closer Look, we take a peek on the upcoming inaugural Central Music Festival and what some of the future impacts this festival will have on the local artists, and also plans for other such festivals in the future.
The upcoming Central Music Festival was the brainchild of the Central Music Association, an association created by Alan Kedea back in 2019. Kedea recalled back to when the association first started.
And then someone finally suggested, what about the Central Province Music Association? That seems to be like a decent size. And so that's when the concept of the Central Music Association was born. In 2020, the CMA was formally established to advocate and address artists' rights, create opportunities, and nurture the growth and development of music in Central.
Governor Peters said that the government is aimed at developing indigenous Central products to maximize opportunities as the gateway province to PNG. This will also improve the experience of rich, diverse cultures in PNG, which includes the increased value for money for international tourists, while also meeting the demand of our biggest domestic market in the country, NCD. Governor Rufina expressed her joy for Central music.
Central Province is blessed with musicians, performers, and entertainers. As President just said, Central Province has an abundance of talents and skills in music of any format, be it as composer, singer, player of a musical instrument, for choir, pirouette group, band, solo, all of this, it's music. Central Province music refreshes the soul. That's why it's so popular.
Governor Peter also revealed the theme and slogan of the inaugural Central Music Festival.
The theme for the inaugural Central Music Festival is titled Uniting Central Province in Music. And the slogan is Seneta ena reggae, ita eda reggae, Central Haira Nai Hapoa. Translated in English, music of our ancestors, music of today and tomorrow, brings out the beauty of Central Province and makes Central Province come alive.
The music festival will be held on Friday the 24th of May, Saturday the 25th of May, and Sunday the 26th of May at Kwikila in the Rigo district. The official 3-day program are as follows. Friday 24th of May, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., the Culture String Band PNGDF and RPNGC bands and school talents all prepared for this day are string bands, Saroa String Band of Rigo, Buria String Band of Lea Lea in the Hiri Koyari district, Geana Bada String Band Gaba Gaba of Rigo district, New Krimus String Band of Roku in the Hiri Koyari district, Royals of Hisiu in the Kairuku district, Hood Lagoon Brothers of Rigo. The cultural groups are Imoti Cultural Group, Rigo district, Kekere Manu Cultural Group of Abau, Ginigolo Cultural Group of Rigo, Ivea Ava Goilala Cultural Group of Goilala, Kitoro Garana Cultural Group of Gaire in the Hiri Koyari district, Valentine Tasha Dolphin Cultural Group of Kairuku, and Kemabolo Cultural Group of Rigo. We have also school talents, where one student from each of the following schools in Rigo who has exceptional skills in either playing an instrument or singing or both to perform at the CMF. Kwikila Secondary, Matanato Junior High School, Toule Primary School, Hula Primary School. On Saturday, May 25th from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., we have the legends and trending solo artists and bands to perform on this day, and they are Dokona Manoka, Tubusere Hiri Koyari District, Martin Rawali Goilala, Betty Toya Paramana in Abau, Makali Tau, Tubusera Hiri Koyari District, Jesse Joe Kairuku, Juguman Hula in Rigo, George Laff from Hula in the Rigo District, Go Gaoma Kairuku, Hitsi Golu, Gaire in the Hiri Koyari District, JV Paramana in Abau, Taita Maraga Kairuku, Sue Ivi Rage Abau Hiri Koyari District, Gary Vaibua Korobose in NCD, Murphy Buana Kairuku, Francis Tokai in the Goilala District. In the bands category, Viginats from Rigo, PS2 from Abau, Calypso from Gabagaba in the Rigo District, Junior Vigi from Rigo, PX Boss Cruz from Porebada in the Hiri Koyari District, Alex of Pomies Goilala District, Mokai and Crows from Hiri Koyari, Rapids of Sogeri from the Hiri Koyari District. Central Gaba Stage Band will provide backup band to solo artists, and band members include Dikadai on bass, John Toya on lead, Max Meauri on keyboard 1, Leslie Hebo on keyboard 2, and Kini Maika on drums. On Sunday, May 26th, a combined interdenominational church service led by the United Church East Central Papua Region Bishop Reverend Cora Taboro will be held from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. at the venue. From 12 noon to 4 p.m., the participants of the gospel concert are Circle of Friends, BWS Gospel from Rigo Local Group, Call to Worship, Tom Igo, Gia Gates, Messiah Gospel Singers, Family and Friends Gospel Singers, George Aria, Soldiers of Christ, Beloved Worship, Incense Music. And choirs include SDA Tule Primary School Choir, Kwikila Catholic Church Choir. The Paraveta groups include Dino Family Paraveta Group from Barakau, Sirovai Paraveta Group from Gaba Gaba.
And that's all we have for you on this episode of A Closer Look. Join us same time next week for another episode. On behalf of the entire team, thank you for watching and pleasant viewing.